Okay, hello and welcome to the developer playthrough of version 2.8. So we're excited to show you the latest and greatest version of the Gilded Realms. With me is developer Dale and Michael, and myself, Ivan, will show you a game. So we've already chosen our factions. We've placed the year cards in the center. There's 12 turns. Yeah, we'll just get started.
Yep.
So, Mike, what are you going? Yep, you're going Khalid.
Emberfall.
And Michael's going Emberfall. Cool. Okay. So Emberfall are really a special faction that can see ahead in time, so they foresee the future. So any of these shroud cards that Michael places on the year cards can foresee the card under it. So that's good to know if there's warfare coming or times of productive years coming where you can take advantage of your stance beforehand. And Dale, he's the Khalid Guild. So in the Khalid Guild, they're more focused on trade and sending out the caravan, selling resources for gold. And for me, I'm going to try the Apex Pyre faction, which is more focused on military. So I'll start off by collecting my first advisor, which is the captain, Leon Pyre. And with him, he gains one of the following units in the standing army. So I also have to choose a second card, which is the archers or torches. So it's an interesting choice because I could either be a more aggressive player or a more defending player from the very start. So that's an interesting decision. I think this game I am going to try the archers. I want to try and defend more and focus more on my economy this game. So I'll grab the archers. And my captain goes in my advisor slot, and the archers go in the standing army. So in this video, we're going to focus more on the playthrough and give you a feeling of how the game flows, rather than explain every step of the way. You'll get the flow soon when we go through each of these 7 steps. And this player aid will pretty much encompass the turn order. And now we're going to draw our quest card. So everyone draws 3 cards and chooses one. And this shows the trait of what your kingdom is going to follow in the first age. So for me, I've got Righteous Empire, Fortuitous Realm, and Viticulture. So very different ideas going here. And you can see, for example, here, these are really different ways I can play the game in at least the first part of age 1. So I could go for more of a Fortuitous Realm, which is more about prosper cards, which we'll show you in a moment. Viticulture is all about caravan supply. That's a pretty advantageous one too. And then there was the campaign. Well, the Righteous Empire, I haven't chosen to be a campaigning type faction. I chose my archers, so I was becoming more defensive. So I might try Viticulture and place it down in the quests area. So with the Viticulture, I need to send a caravan containing only supply. When selling, roll at least 6 true marks. And also I gain these starting treasury and province. So I start with level 1 agriculture, and as you can see, the province upgrades visually as well as income-wise. So on the top, you see the income increase, and you also see the theme build. And it's with every one of these provinces. So level 1, you see it as a smaller town. Level 2, you see it as a bigger town, and so forth. And yeah, these provinces go all the way up to level 5, showing grand wonders. This one, for example, is the Stone Bastion. All right, so with that, I also get starting treasury. So that's 2 gold for me, 2 stone, and 1 supply. And as we can see, Michael has been chosen the fortified colony. So starting with more bricks, determination, and 4 gold. And he's got resources going up, and he's got watchtowers and bolted forts. Yeah. Interesting start. That's what he needs to get. And then also have 5 materials in the fortifications, so they want to really bulk up and defend. Dale, he has the Artisan Colony. Okay, buy and build 2 Serpent Artisan wildcards. Okay, so that's interesting. So he's having to build 2 new wildcards, which you can buy through build phase, and that is costing a gem. So basically you can buy any icon you want. So this is a set collecting game, so those 2 cards are really useful, but you'll need to acquire gems to buy those cards. So that's an interesting challenge. All right, so after we've chosen quests, after that we do a draft of the first turn, to be fair, of what cards we start with. So let's just start with that. So the 3 cards I've drawn was 2 fortunes and a quarry manor. So with fortunes, when you draw a fortune, you stack it in your area where fortunes are kept, and this area is called the hinterland, and this hinterland is a really great concept, but we'll explain more of that in a second. And I've got my quarry. And I got a third fortune. Fortunes are a 1 in 5 chance, but you only can hold up to your maximum. So I draw one more card. So that's the 3 cards I drew. So that was 2, a quarry, a manor, and a Grainfield town. So each of these cards, as you see, have a binary choice. While it is a random game, you do have quite a lot of choice to have to consider. Okay, so with the draft, it starts with the player with the highest reputation, and then proceeds through down to the lowest, and it goes in a snake order where the first starts. So let's just get started. So I've got a reputation of 9. Khalid have a reputation of 7, and Emful have the lowest reputation, so they pick the cards last. So I'll start with a card, and I've got agriculture, so I'm thinking I want to boost my town. However, though, I do have soldiers, so down here, I like to pick up a barracks before they disappear and utilize my card that I already start with, the sword icon. So I need 2 sword icons for barracks, so I'm going to try a barracks. And now it proceeds to the cleave player, Dale. So Dale grabs the watermill. That's a great one to start with. 2 gives you an extra icon if you decide to construct it. If you don't decide to construct it, you get the regular 1 Grainfield icon.
Yeah, I choose the 2 quarries.
Great, good choice. And Dale? Yep, I'll go for a swordsman to complete my set. And it's me again as well, because it is a snake draft, so it comes back up to me again to start a new turn order. I shall take... I think I might go for township as well.
Okay.
The research. So research allows you to discard it and build and take a knowledge from the knowledge tray, which is here. And this knowledges get more powerful the more higher in province level you get. So it is a really cool idea to spike in one of the provinces early and get some powerful knowledge. Okay, so after that, we now start building. So we're here in the turn order. Draw 3, build 2. Draw 3 was what we did in the drafting, and now we're going to build 2. From now on, we will follow this order, these 7 steps. All right, so let's build 2. So as I was saying, I would definitely want to get my barracks up and my second sword icon up. So that's a clean turn. I might actually go for a quick build of a town as well to get ahead. So I will actually utilize this part of the build phase, and that's called extra build. So I'm pushing my population harder in this turn. So to represent that, I take a population off my track, and it reveals what this symbol is called hardship. So because I push them harder, I'll be more susceptible to attack. So my population's gone a bit more weaker in that respect. So now I've built 3 cards this turn. Usually it's only 2, so this is ways of getting ahead in the Gilded Realms. So after that, it's called progress. So progress is really simple. You just move all these cards down 1, and you move on to the next phase. So it's called action phase. In action phase, you get these particular actions. So expedite by knowledge, feed population. So I can return these population by providing them supply. So it's really important to keep them happy, and you get bonuses in other ways during the year events if you do keep them happy. And then there's caravan. I can sell my resources for gold and gems. So at this time, I don't want to do any of these things, so I simply just move on to the next stage, which is called the event phase. So in the event phase, you choose your stance, and in this icon, this is where everyone comes together. So this game, as you probably guess, it's simultaneous in the build phase and action phase, but it then is turn order in the event phase. So this is where people come together and have interactivity and whatnot. So in the event phase, we choose a stance. Now, warfare, so we can see already that Emberfall and Khalid have chosen their stance. You place your stance token next to the year event, and you can see. So there's 3 stances. There's defensive, attack, and worker stance. Worker stance gives you a bonus during the end harvest, which I'll show you in a minute. So I've just chosen worker stance for now. Usually these are hidden, so the other players don't know. Maybe I want to surprise attack someone. Then I would go into attack stance. No one would know, and we would have to follow through with the rules on that. Have all exciting dice rolling battles. Okay, so everyone's chosen a stance. We flip the stance tokens. Okay, so it seems like we're all in productive mode. So after you flip it all, you grab your stance and you place it on one of the worker spots. So there's 3 worker spots. There's agriculture, township, resources. For now, I want to keep my people happy. So I'm going to place it onto agriculture. I'm going to exploit the lands more than what normally they would give to get more of that supply and feed those population. All right, so after everyone places it, we then go through here, which is the if anyone was going to campaign, then we would go through that, and then if anyone was going to sell their goods, then you do that then. And then after that is the year event. So we flip the year event, and it is a looming threat. So these cards stack threat damage for invasions. So there are 3 invasion cards per age, and there's even a possibility that no invasions could occur. So these looming threats could be a red herring, and you didn't need to worry about them. However, they're also quite impactful on the game. So the game can really swing. There's only 2 of these per age, but when they show up, it's wise not to ignore them. They don't do anything this turn. They're just mounting a force nearby in these lands. So these are the Sarkar looming threat. So, for example, next turn, if this is an invasion year event, that will be 7 damage that you will need to cause. And damage is paid through reparations. You must pay all reparations before moving on to your next actions. So a damage reparation can be gold. So every 1 damage is 1 gold or 1 supply. For every population, it's 3 people, 3 reparations, and so forth. Okay, so after the year event, we see end harvest. So we look from the left here and scan across to collect all our harvest. So because I was in worker stance, I get the bonus reaping of the agriculture, so that's 2 supply I get from that. So that's really handy. I get nothing in township, nothing in resources because it's empty. This is an empty land. And military, there is nothing there. And that's it. So these are only in campaign stance, when attack stance, that you get these bonuses. Okay, so after the end harvest, we now draw 3 and build 2. So we start the new phase. We're now in year 2. So let's draw 3 and build 2. All right. So I wanted my third town, but interestingly, I got a material cache. So this is an interesting card in that I can utilize the fortunes that I received here in the early part of this draft. So material cache, you spend the fortunes and you can trade it through into this card and you gain the bonus. So I might just do that. So I build one of these and I shall build the second town. There's my swordsman there. And I got to be mindful of my quest as well. So I've got 5 turns left to complete it. After build is progress. So you progress that. When cards come out of the build queue, they move into the territory. And the territory stores cards in any spot, any area you want. And until you get the set, you can trade them. So with the option here, I have this one, buy goods, where I can use that to buy brick and use this ability with expedite. Expedite, I can use a brick to expedite buildings into the kingdom. And that just represents just working faster to build something. So you spend more materials, or I could spend supply to get soldiers into the army for defense as well sooner. So I might just do that. I might spend the buy goods option and expedite the barracks in, and I might spend 1 supply to get the soldier in. And with that, gives me the set. So that's the advantage of expedite. I now upgrade the military province by 1. So when I do that, I see that visually my province is expanding. I see I get a bonus 3 defense passively, and I get also bonus silver per turn. So that's handy. All right, so I might. So with that, that's a very strong camp. So 5 defense. So if warfare occurs, that's 7 damage or more, depending on what you've got. So I might actually feed my population, bring that back. So I spent 2 supply to get him back. And I've got no more resources, so let's just keep going. I really need more supply, so I might actually be really riskful. And let's see the others. The others don't have soldiers, so the others are going a very heavy economy build, so they're quite defensive in this nature. But I do need to push my supply. So this game has a moderate risk tolerance where you have to make tough decisions whether you're going to be defending or you're going to be going for your mission. And my mission, or my quest at least for the first half, is viticulture. I have to get supplied into the caravan. So I think I might just risk it for now and use my people as collateral if it comes to it. All right, let's reveal the year event because let's first reveal our stances. All right, okay, so we see one of us was in defense and I was in worker, so I'm being greedy again. I really got to get this supply up. So we all go into worker in our stances. There's no campaigns and there's no caravans. So let's reveal the year event.
We go.
It is. No. So invasions cause people damage to the amount of threat on the board, including your hardship. So with this, it's 2 plus 5 because of the looming threats. That's 7 damage. So all our nightmares have come true. So with 7 damage, before moving on, we have to pay these reparations. That's the way we represent the invading forces coming by. There was a chance that actually wouldn't have occurred, but that's the risk we took. So I have to pay 7 damage. I have no hardship, so let's calculate it. So for starters, I've got 3 passive, and I'm going to send my swordsman out to defend, and I'm going to send my archers out to defend. So that leaves me with 2 damage. Now with the archers, they get rain of arrows. So when chosen to defend during invasion, gain a dice roll of defense. So basically, I roll a dice and I get the score of what we call these little stars true marks of bonus defense. So I'm glad I chose my archers because this is where I need it now. So we've got 3, 4, 5, and plus here defend. So I'm hoping of something. Okay, so I can either take the 1 or I can re-roll. So I'm going to do a re-roll. And I'm hoping for a 2 or 3. And we'll see what we get. No. Okay, so we got 1. So that's 6 defense. And I need to pay 1 more. And I don't have 1 more gold. So I'm going to use a population. So if we look on the table of reparations, we can see on the bottom of the invasion year event section what I can pay. So the population will give me 3 reparations. So the barbarians have slaughtered some of my people. It was unfortunate, but the battle is over. And from there, we do end harvest. So for me, I get the supply, and I still get my bonus supply for working, and I get my military, my 1 silver. All right, so after end harvest is now the new turn 3. So draw 3. All right, looks like I've got some interesting options here. I wouldn't mind getting some stone. So to get my industry, my resource quarry industry going, I would want to get that first and foremost. So let's get those 2 down. That's a nice clean draw, so I could get that set started and produce some stone. And I'll put this in my hinterland. So let's do that. All right, so I've built 2, draw 3, build 2. I'm going to progress now. And now I've got 2 towns and a wild card. So with these 3, I can decide to use my wild card for any icon. So I'm going to use it for the 3rd town icon. You immediately discard that, but flip the next province upgrade. So the 3 towns turned into a smaller township. I have now also access to level 1 knowledge of township, and that went for the agriculture and military. All right, so after that, I'm going to choose stance. So there are 2 more warfares for this age, and the invasion or the looming threat has not dissipated. So it's a lot of pressure going on here. But to hell with it, I'm going to do this. All right, so we're all ready. When all players have put their stance there, we flip the stance and place it on our respective industry. And after stance, no one has a caravan and no one has a raiding, so we play the card on top, which is called Kingdom Advancement. So in Kingdom Advancement, all players gain an advisor. So on 3rd turn, all players gain an advisor. A lot of good choices here. So with War Engineer, I could get more defense versus Sarikar. With the Reiner, I got reassignment. Right now, I'm not after reassigning my soldiers, so I definitely do not want to do that. I want more soldiers, actually, so the general would be quite an interesting take. I actually might go for him because we really do need some force. We're going for an economic game today, seems like. So I think I would have to come in and actually take out some of this Sarikar, otherwise they're going to present a pretty tough problem. So I'm going to take the general. So the general is considered a commander, so commanders get placed into army. Okay, so after we've chosen, we all reveal. Have you guys finished choosing?
Yep.
All right, so we flip the card. Oh, thank goodness, it's not an invasion. So civil decree, each player will decide to either gather or tax their populace. So either one, you need to spend, and you must spend a population for it. So we can either get materials or we can get gold. So for me, I feel materials is really necessary for me right now in the early game. I'm starved for them, so I'm going to have to spend my population. So it's discarded. My hardship goes up, but I gain the 3 materials. They're going to gather materials. So that was the civil decree. After the year event, as you know, is now end harvest. So we run along here to supply. I now have the township. So with towns, they produce gold, and there's no resources. The quarries are still in the making, and military, I get the next silver. So that's been adding up. All right, and we go now to turn 4. And I notice a caravan is out there. We have the Khalid player selling their wares. Maybe there's a opportunity to raid it, but will be decided on soon. So we are going to draw 3. Okay, I got another fortune. I'm going to have to place that out because my material cache is not yet finished. I have only a max of 2, but when that material cache is in the kingdom, it has a +1 to the capacity. So that's a handy thing too. All right, and I'll redraw that one. Interesting. Okay, so this is fantastic. I was hoping to get 2 of these, and these are the manners. So these manners will increase my influence, which is really important. Influence will help me expand my advisor power, so that it'll upgrade my core advisor. So that was an easy decision to make at this point. I could have made 2 more quarries and doubled down on 2 sets of quarries. So there's no interesting decision there too. It's playstyle, really. Are you more into advisors, or are you more into harvesting a large economy? So this is interesting decisions, and both of them are balanced and valid. So it depends on your playstyle. Okay, but I'm going to go for the manners and continue. So after build 2, you can buy wildcards for gems and extra build. For now, I do not want extra build. I want to keep my stone. So let's progress. So now both my soldiers have cooled down. As you may have noticed, you don't necessarily lose units. You only have them on cooldown when Sarkar fight or invade. So move this down in progress. All right, now I'm at the action phase. Expedite and buy knowledge. So right now I would like to expedite. So I'll expedite 2 quarries into the kingdom. So for each material, it expedites it 2 segments. So my quarries were here, 1 and then 2, and that was for the 2 of them. So I needed 2 materials to expedite that set. So immediately when the set is complete, you immediately go in and let's see what it looks like. So there's an untouched land here, and now we see our resources are being carved into the mountains. And as you see on the top, you'll see the supply now each turn that the material each turn that it produces. So after that, I'm also going to, so I've got this option here, and I see that on my viticulture, I need to do it. So I'm going to load all 4 of my supply. So I've got my precious wine on the caravan, and I'm going to take my caravan, and caravans need 1 year. So the token is placed on the next year. They need 1 year to travel. The convoy per se needs to travel for 1 year and sell its wares. This also creates a gameplay of tension and risk, so high risk, high rewards. So after action phase, I am going to choose my stance. I can see this guy here is eager for battle, so I think I might actually choose my stance now. Okay, so let's go. All right, so as everyone's got the stance here, let's flip already. So let's flip these over. So we have 2 economy ones, worker stances, and we've got a campaign stance. So I put my campaign stance over here. And we go by turn order. So after we placed that, we do campaign. So I was the only one doing the campaign, so I go for it. So I can choose either a player, or I can choose the Sarkar themselves. So I could go and fight Sarkar, or I could fight or I could invade someone's hinterland and dispute some of their wares. So the hinterland, just quickly, is a representative of the outskirts of your land. So it's not necessarily yours. So it can be disputed by anyone, and nothing is safe here. So I could decide to invade someone's hinterland and take either an Endeavor card or even take some caravan wares. So I could dispute some of Dale's Khalid caravan and damage it. And if I do, it gets damaged. So with the damaged caravan, he gets grey dice instead, but loses some resources in there. That's if I win that raid against him. And then he's got some nice fortunes. I could take a fortune, or I could take a card and build it at a discount. So it's another really good incentive to raid someone's hinterland, because I can get ahead with building more from that with a discount of 2 bricks. So I might, though, because of my general, when he attacks Sarkar, he gains double the rewards on the card. So you can see that it would be a gem, 2 gold, 1 supply, times 2. So I might just go for that. So with that, I'm going to send my swordsman and my general, and just hope that we can get that.
They attack in waves of 2.
Yes, and in campaigns, they always attack in waves of 2, and double campaigns attack in a wave of 4. But yeah, I can send as many waves as I like, and you can build as many army units as you like as well. So for now, I have a very limited amount, so I will just send those two for this. So I'll attack the war camp. I'll get dice. So it's a red and a blue. So red dice are the strongest dice, but with Velor, he's been labelled the bad-tempered general. So he's got -1 to his roll, but I'm hoping for a 5, and that's what I need. I need the 5. So let's see what I get. Hey! Oh, nice. So I got the 5. However, though, actually he's a 4 because he's -1. Oh. So I only get the medium reward. Oh. So it's the 2 gold and 1 supply times 2. So that's fantastic. So I get 4 gold and 2 supply. So that was quite nice. And this supply and gold is only a one-time resource. So while we did become a draw with the war camp, if I hit a 6, so meaning I got 5 in my total, I would have destroyed the camp. A 3 or more will only become a draw, and then of course a 0 to 2 is a defeat. So I only was a draw. I got the one-time resources from it, but the card still remains, so tension still remains. Okay, so that was the campaign done. So after campaign is the caravan roll. So Dale, you were happy to be distracted. Well, I was distracted with the war camp.
Absolutely.
So Dale has two supply and one material.
2 red dice, 1 green. I'm gonna roll. I get a silver for each one roll. Gems. And
that was a fantastic roll. So that is 6, 7, 8.
+2 because I got gem broker.
Oh wow. Okay, so Valoria increases your caravan roll by 2, and then she compounds that value with every 2 gems she has. So that's a really, really cool card. It's a cool play style as well. Okay, go for it. Yeah, and well done. You start your gem brokering empire very soon. Look at that. 2 gems from it. So on this card, it says trade routes. Every result of 4 gains a gem. So you can see how this can get out of control in a good way for him. So that was great. That was a great caravan roll. Great start. All right, and after caravan, reveal your event. So flip that over. Thank you. All right, productive year. Worker stance gains a bonus. So anyone in the worker stance will gain what you see. So 2 gold and gem. And then after the year event, we go to end harvest. For me, supply, gold, stone, silver. Supply, gold, stone, silver. And I was campaigning. So for every campaign, it's a multiplication. So I get another gold because there's only 1 campaign. And if Sarkar attacked that turn, it would have been 2 extra defense in that attack stance. Defense stance is an extra 5, so that's really handy. We now draw 3 and build 2. Okay, this is interesting. So with these cards, these are the same idea. You trade fortunes into the Prosper card and gain whatever it says there. The Nomad traders are really handy too. However, though, I think I might go for more township, get my production going faster, and I think I want to spike in some township knowledge. So I might just do that. So I've got my other option here in the hinterland. So these are build time 3. So up on the so if we can see on that side, on the town upside down is number 3. So I have to put it in build time 3, as you can see, not 2. So that was my build 2. And buy wildcard and extra build. Do I want an extra build? I think I might actually. Both of these are really good, but I think I might go for the Nomad traders. So I added it into build time 3 as well, but to extra build, you need to spend the 2 stone and 1 township, extending upon their means. After that is progress. And my hand gets emptied into the hinterland. All right, so expedite, buy knowledge, feed population, or fortify. So I might expedite some of these guys into my kingdom. So I'll expedite my general and my swordsman into the kingdom. So I spent 2 supply to get them recovered faster. I might also buy some goods. I need to bevel the edge of my unhappiness right now. So my hardship is quite high. So I'm going to use the buy goods. I'm going to spend 2 supply. Actually, before that, I'm going to buy some knowledge. So in the buy knowledge is buy goods and put it on the townships. That's 2. For that, the cost is on the top right, and then that improves my buy goods value. So it's only now a gold and a silver. So I'm only spent a gold and a silver for base supply. And then I'm going to use 2 supply, as you can see here, 2 supply to recover some townsfolk, some population. Okay, so I've buyed knowledge. You can do this as many times as you want with the resources you have. And now I'm in event phase. So the Sarkar threat still looms. I have a caravan there, and let's see. So some people. Oh, okay. So I can see here. So Emma4 have these Shroud cards. Shroud Darkness this year cannot be foreseen. And they also gain bonuses on the Shroud with some cards. So I just noticed Michael has a Wraith. If attacking on a Shrouded Year event, they gain +2 to their rolls. So it's a really powerful card on the Shrouded Year events. So it's an Assassin in the Fog. Gets much improved by that. And he could raid my caravan. So I think I might be a bit defensive this turn.
There are 2 juicy caravans out. You can full supply.
Yeah.
Yep. You get hungry.
So I'm going to send it out. My quest is more important than anything right now. And it's almost the end of the age. So I might just have to defend. Okay. So as always, when all 3 stances are there, we flip, and we see the 2 caravans defending, and we see the Shroud, the Assassin in the attack stance. So when you're in defense stance, you get +1 to your roll. All right, roll. Okay, Michael. So now, we've placed our stances as seen on the float, and it's campaign time.
Interesting. What a supply there. So I think I'll attack. Well, red dice.
Yeah, red.
Red and grey blue. Right?
Okay, so here.
Very nice, but +1.
Interesting.
So you're gonna show who's boss. Boss like Gem Broker.
All right. Yep. So I'll attack Dale.
Yeah. So you can see that when you defend as a player, you choose the 2 best units in your army to defend. It's always 2 versus 2. So I would have chosen a red dice and a blue dice, which are the highest dice, but the grey dice are always standard. You always get something to roll, but they are the lightest.
So I send my Wraith.
Okay, there you go. I'll give you some dice. So they are both blue dice. So you can see in the top left, they're both blue dice.
So the 2 blue dice at +2.
Yep.
Which is my Shrouded Year event.
Correct,
and I'll add Determination to this.
Whoa.
Okay, so Determination is a +1. So he started that with his Fortified Colony. So that type of trait colony started already with Determination, and you can spend that in any combat round.
Right, so here I go.
Either defending or attacking. Attacker rolls first.
Oh,
okay.
All right, I'll re-roll this one.
Yep. So that icon, you may re-roll the dice once.
Okay.
So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. So a total of 6.
Okay, I've got +1. Let me defend stance.
So he needs a 5.
Come on,
Oh, the
come
double
on.
3. Oh, 4, and then +1, 5.
No,
Oh.
hold on.
Okay.
So he just managed.
So Michael takes 2 of my supply.
Yep.
So he gains 2 supply.
Yep.
And my caravan is not damaged.
So that's the look of the damaged caravan. So when Dale rolls, he's not rolling 4 red dice.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, that's the wrong. That was mine.
Yeah.
He was going for the caravan over here. Yeah. And yeah, he would have rolled 4 red dice. Now he would roll 2 red dice, but here in the damaged caravan, it gives you +2 dice. So he rolls 4 dice still, but it's 2 red, 2 grey. Okay, so that was a campaign. Michael has no more army units, so it seems like his campaign is come to an end. Well done. And after campaign is the caravan. So I've got my caravan. It took 1 year, and now that year has arrived. So I'm hoping for a nice roll here. They're 4 supply. Cool.
Right.
So let's haggle some good prices here. Let's haggle some good prices. Okay, I'm happy with that. So that's 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's a nice score. So it's for every silver is 1 gold. 2 silver is 1 gold. So for 11, it's 5.5 gold. So let's give myself that. So that's 9, and then that's 3. And because every 4 gives me a gem, I grab 2 gems. So that was a great trade with my viticulture. I also fulfill the quest, but we will get to that on turn 6, which is in the next turn. After caravan is revealed the year event. So let's see what the year event is, guys. So the shroud disappears. So that's great. Thank you for that. And we reveal. Oh no! Right. Okay. So we got the heaviest invasion for age 1. So as you might see, there's 3 green dice on it. So you add 2 threat. So it's 5 plus 5 because this thing doesn't go away.
Whoa.
And then you've got 3 dice. So okay, I'll roll.
Whoa.
And then okay, so we have another 4 on top of this. This is very large. So it's 5, 10 plus 4. So it's 14 damage. And yes, for player specific, they add their hardship as well. So for me, I get 16 damage. Lucky I was in defense stance. That gives me an extra 5 bonus.
Wow, love it.
So 16 damage. As you can see here, I've got 5 and 3 as passive. So I've got 8 damage left just to absorb. So I've got 8 damage left. So I've got 7 damage, 6 damage. And then I'll do 6 damage, 5 damage with my archers. I'm going to roll. And this is the rain of arrows shooting down on them. So now that is, so what do we got here? So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I had 18, so that's 6 damage, I believe. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I might take a population, so that's 3, and 3 gold. And that will cover the 6 damage. That was, 18 damage in total, and I paid 6 reparations. Alright, so after the year event is End Harvest. So 1 supply, 1 gold, 1 stone, 1 silver. No bonuses, as I was not in workup, but that was good. I saved myself an extra 5 reparations. Alright, so after End Harvest is the build phase, draw 3. So it looks like I have got another great option. I could go for barracks or more production. I think I would want to go for another barracks. So let's go for a barracks and a soldier. I might go for some pikemen. So let's go for pikemen. And I place my quarry here. And my town at Grainfield. Oh, I see that I have 2 towns available here, so I might have to extra build as well. So with an extra build, I need to buy some goods. I've improved my goods purchase value from the knowledge, so it was only a gold and a silver. So now I'm going to spend a townsfolk and 2 material to extra build that one. And after that, progress. Now I'm in the action phase. So we've had the worst warfare in Age 1. There is still a chance for another invasion. That is an interesting dilemma. Alright, so what I'm thinking here is the technology and which way I want to move from now. My quest has been completed, so that's a relief. And I might get expedite building up. That would be handy. So let's do that. So the progress has occurred, so I want to keep expediting and moving forward with my town. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need 4 expedite. It's 2 materials. So I'm going to spend 3 gold, which is 2 buy goods, and then I'm going to spend 2 material to expedite everything, all the towns into the kingdom. So now I immediately upgrade that to the next level. So now with level 2, I have the option for expedite building. So let's buy that. So 2 silver is 1 gold, and it is worth 4. So I'm going to spend that 4 and get expedite building. So that's a handy one. That makes it so I can spend 1 material for 3 movements of segment. And I'm going to recover my troops. So I'm going to recover my general and my swordsman. So there is still a caravan. It's half damaged. There is also the looming threat as well, war camp. Okay, so we have 2 stances already there. They're waiting for me. So I'm going to choose, I'm going to take the risk. Actually, I can't afford the risk. Yeah, I might actually go into this stance. Okay. All right, so we're all ready. We flip.
Yep.
All right,
Oh, wow.
so I'm campaigning. Michael's in defense stance, and Dale's in worker stance. So I'm going to campaign. I might actually, because I'm in an advantage of having military, I might actually leave the Sarkar threat. I have means to defend it, and I might focus on disputing some of the hinterlands out here. So I might actually go for Dale's Khalid caravan. So I'm going to send the general and his mate out. And I'm going to grab the red dice, blue dice, and roll. I can always decide on the fly. I just have to declare that I'm going to dispute Dale's hinterland. So I'm going to roll these 2 dice. And it was a 6, so -1. So it's a 5 in total. So as the general's, all combat rolls are -1. But he does have the red dice, so that's a nice thing to have. So, okay, so Dale has a possibility to defend. He rolled well on the grey dice. That was a good grey dice roll. Okay, you can only re-roll once, so he has to commit to that score. So, yep, that was my victory. I'll take a quick one look at the hinterland. It looks like I'm okay with building. So I might just go for the. See if I go for the fortune. Oh, I could get that. I need happiness, so I'm going to dispute his caravan. So I'll take the 2 supply from your caravan, Dale.
Yep.
Sorry about that. So I gained 2 supply from that. Okay, and that's campaign over.
So now I resolved my caravan.
Yep.
Now I was meant to roll red dice.
Yep.
They rate normal my caravan, but it's damaged. It's the last.
The last refuse of it.
Ooh,
Okay, a 4. Nice roll.
+2 because of my girl. So
Wow. Okay. Imagine what you could have done with 4 red. So with that, yeah.
My other 2 gems that I had are gone because I bought wild cards with them and I built them. So
Okay, yep. That's interesting.
That's part of my quest.
True. Okay, yes. That's a good point. Okay, alright, so after Caravan Roll, it revealed the year event. So this End of Age card, so let's have a look at what happens. So we first changed decks out, so now there's a new deck. It's an Age 2 deck, has some bonuses of cards and whatnot. And then after that, we all discard our quest, and if it's completed, we gain the reward listed on it. So let's do that. So I was able to attain Viticulture, so that's fantastic. I did roll at least 6 true marks. I rolled 11, so that was a great one. So I was able to complete that. And down on the bottom, I can choose one of the following. So I might choose Township. I might get those two, not Township, I mean I might choose the population tokens, because that's what I'm in dire need of right now. So Viticulture Society is getting happier. So that's fantastic. And then after the quest is the Advisor Council. All players gain an advisor. So these are my choices here. So I can give supplies and more happiness with a apothecary. They're great for units. I could get reassignment. Right now I'm more into keeping my soldiers, so I'm going to hold off from him. War Engineer. Yeah, I think that might be a good idea. I get the War Engineer, or I could get the Scout Expedition. Gain an extra 2 hinterland slots. I actually have felt that I need some knowledge of what's coming. I think that might actually help my Solicitor. I felt a little bit in the dark here with all these Emberfall cards. So with this, I have to pay Emberfall to get through the Shroud. They're clouding our vision. And here there's some other bonuses, debuffs that occur. Alright, so we've chosen our advisors. Have you guys chosen an advisor? Okay, that's interesting. The Fortune Hunter has been chosen. And we have here Calantha, the Shrouded Magistra. Okay, right. So she gets... Okay, so she immediately, so let's have a look. Place a cultist card in each opponent's territory, max 1 per player. Then she immediately gains happiness. So she's spreading Emberfall's Doctrine. So this is the look of this card. So it's called Forbidden Doctrine, and this gets placed in a player's territory. So let's place it into the territory. It now becomes a campaign target for me. And there is a risk that if I fail, it will benefit the Emberfall player. So this is an interesting card here. They get more happiness because they're spreading the Doctrine, or I destroy them and we get happiness. So that's an interesting card. Now, so after the advisors, we continue on. So let's reveal. And it's another looming threat.
Wow.
Yep, so this compounds. So, for example, if a warfare is going to occur on turn 7, which is the next turn, that would be 5 plus 4 plus 7. So it's a lot of damage. So let's draw 3 and build 2. So there's the new deck. Give that a shuffle and draw 3. Ooh, very nice. I got my 3rd fortune. I can hold a 3rd one now because I've got the material cache. So after you resolve that, I draw 1 more card. And I've got these ones. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's fantastic. So with my advisor, if I go for manners, I will get not only my 2nd unit, but my 3rd one too. So I might just do that. And I've got my new knowledge to build them really quickly. So I'm going to build those 2 and get them up really quickly. And I've got a spare swordsman, which now I can hold, as I've got my advisor that allows me to gain 2 extra hinterland slots on the bottom. So I have 2 extra hinterland slots. I'll just leave them up here. So it's a total of 5 slots. And I might foresee ahead. Oh, actually, after one thing I didn't do was to gain my end harvest. So let's do that there. So supply, 1 gold and 1 brick. And my resources now kicking in. And my military province. And then my campaign also draws in some extra gold for every campaign sent. And that's it. So now we went to the build phase, which I did those 2. So let's bring those into the kingdom. So I've got my 2 manners. I've got a new Prosper card, Nomad Traders. I might actually utilize them. They will be fun to utilize. So I'll show you in a second. And now I'm in the action phase. So let's utilize the Nomad Traders. So I trade in 3 fortunes, and I can send a caravan with 4 material from the bank. So let's do that. So let's send my caravan out. Normal caravan rules, and I give that 4 materials. That comes from the bank. Comes from before. Oops. So materials have a sell value of green dice. I might want to improve that. There are technologies that can improve that. So caravan material becomes blue. Might be a good investment. I've got now a Scout Expedition. I've got this card, and I do want to see ahead. I've got the Shroud card. This gear cannot be foreseen, but I can ignore it if I pay Emberfall of gold. I do also have a Mounting Living Threat, more than I want, so I'm actually going to expedite my General into the Kingdom, and I'm going to feed also my soldiers and get them into the Kingdom too. With the Manners, I'm going to trade these in for starters. That gives me my first level of Influence, which I will grab now. I have now my second advisor. She replaces the first advisor. So the Inquisitors, if I'm victorious against Sarkar, I gain any level 1 knowledge. So that's really handy, so I might grab that. Otherwise, I could go for better defense. So these archers are 2 defense, and also roll the green dice for defense if used for invasion defense. So they're fantastic. They really do mount to a lot of defense, which is really good. But I think I do actually now need to be proactive in this case. And with my new Expedite building, I'm going to spend 2 more stone, and it goes down for each stone 3 spaces. So now I do another line of influence upgrade. So now I trade those warriors, those manners in, and upgrade 1 more time. And as you can see here on the top, I get level 2 advisor. So I get my War Marshal Marcus Pyre. Gain 1 additional following unit in your standing army. So let's put that on. She was short-lived, and I get now 1 more additional unit, Expert Archers or the War Ballista. I think I might go for my Expert Archers. So now I've got a good amount of defense. Okie dokie. I also might want to foresee that, so I'm going to use one of my 3 supplies from the bank. I'll use a token to represent that. So I've just used one of the supplies, so I'm going to see under this card, even though I'm forbidden to do so. So, Michael, I'm going to give you 1 gold.
Thank you.
Okay, right, so that's interesting to know. So I might do that. Alright, so we've got 3 stances, as you know. We all flip. So flip, flip, flip. Interesting. So let's place our stance.
No.
Alright, so Michael knows what's under there because that's what the Shroud gives you, knowledge. So the lead player was greedy.
I was very greedy.
Ooh, you don't have much defense either.
I thought, well, those are just be greedy anyway, just risk it. Oh, man.
But I'm here to save the day, so I'm campaigning, and that's what we resolve first. So I'm going to send my general out and ease the pain. So I am going to go for the Sarkar. I've got some pretty nice bonuses for Sarkar. So using general and the Savant Warriors, I gain knowledge and quite a bit of reward. So let's give it a go. So it's a red dice and a blue dice -1. I do not have determination. I would have liked to have determination, but let's see what we get. So it's a 3, so it's a 2, so that's a fail. So I was going for the outpost, I should have said. So with a fail, I get determination, so I only got a 2. And so I get my determination. So determination is a +1 for next time, so I'll grab it from the pile. So that was unfortunate. It would have gotten quite a bit of reward for that. But that's the risk for going out and trying to defeat these guys. Okay, so after that, we reveal the year event. So thank you. And it's Minor Warfare, Minor Invasion. So it's 9 + 7, so it's 16 damage plus hardship. So 18 damage. So for me, I have in campaign stance, it gives me 2 to start with as passive. I've got my 3 at home, so that's 5, 6, 7, and then 10. So 10. I did 10, and I roll a 2 green dice, which is interesting for the rain of arrows. All right. I need to get 6 to completely cover the damage. All right, so I've got 2 to start with, and I do a reroll. Okay, so that was now just 1, so I have to actually commit to the next reroll. So it's 5 damage left. I might take... So with 5 damage, let's have a look at the reparations. I could discard an Endeavor card in the build queue, territory, or standing army to just pay off the whole reparation. Otherwise, I could spend a gem for 4 and do a single stone, a single supply or gold. So that might be a better idea. So I don't have to lose my my core cards in the kingdom. So I might just do that. So I'll take away a gem and I will take away a gold. So 2 silver is gold. All right. So after that, we go back into the end harvest. So the payday. So we've got a supply, gold, stone, 2 stone, and a silver, and 1 for the campaign. All right. Draw 3, build 2. Okay, cool. We can refill that. And here we go, we've got a capstone. So that's the last piece for a level 5 province. It's just got a set icon on the top right. And that's the icon. So say, for example, if I go to level 5, from level 4 to 5, I'll need that set icon. and 2 cores. So that's an interesting card. Also, it increases threat, and if left in the hinterland at the end of the game, gives me a victory point. So they're quite tantalizing cards. And I shall draw. Should also draw. Oh, that was 2 cards I drew, I think. So I needed a 3rd card. No, I had a fortune. So with both Catstone and fortunes, you redraw. So I redraw. So that Guildhall is quite interesting. That might be a good idea because I've got level 2 and I would love to go level 3. So let's go for that. So it is locked by knowledge. So I needed 2 knowledge, but I happen to already have that. 2 blue tomes, which gives me the ability to go beyond township level 2. So this is a great card to have come in. And I might use the other side of this for the other town. Okay, so that was my 2 builds. I shall put my soldier away. I don't need him. I've got 2 soldiers in the hinterland ready if I need them. Okay, so that was a great turn, build, and now, so I'm going to go to progress and bring my soldier in. And I need 4 soldiers and a barracks to upgrade that. That would be interesting. So let's do that. So let's do the barracks. So we expedite. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, and then we expedite with soldiers. So 1, 2. And then we go 3, 4. And now that I have 4 swords and 1 barracks, I can upgrade military. For icons that are behind the lock, you don't discard them. So say the knowledge or the swords, you don't discard them. All this time I could have actually been fortifying, but that takes up my stone. Right now I'm in a building mode, so I might just spend 1 more stone, and that's 1, 2, 3 to get these 2 in my kingdom as well. So that was a really efficient technology to get. Really ramps up my production. So now with these 3, I've got my 2 books and 3. I use my population to gain an extra icon. That's what the Guildhall allows me. So I've got 2 towns in that and 1 town in that gives me the 3, and now I'm level 3. And it's the start of my grand metropolis. I can start building that soon. And my income's really improved now, which is great. So I might actually, yeah, that's actually pretty good. And I've got my caravan coming now soon. So for now, I don't need to foresee. Actually, I might actually, because I've got my general out, I might actually try that again. So let's go for another attack. I'm actually curious, so I'm gonna use my scout expedition. Before I do that, before I do my stance, I'm gonna use my scout expedition. So I'm gonna just move. Oops, trying to get this card out so I can see under it. Okay. Okay. Oh dear, no, I was kidding. All right, so let's reveal. All right, so we have two campaigns occurring.
I should have gone the tense stance.
All right, so let's place our tokens first.
Oh man, I'm all juicy. I'm all juicy.
All right, let's go this in the turn order. So it's campaigns first. It goes in rank order. So I'm a Marquis, as you can see, under the influence. I'm level 2, and Michael is level 1. So I get to choose. He's a squire, so I get to choose if I want to attack first, and I'm going to pass. I'm going to allow him to attack because if he attacks me, I can use my units to defend at least my units that I want to use, like the red dice general, to defend instead of sending him out and then having that choice of if someone attacks me, I don't have them. So I'll let Michael attack first.
Alright. I shall send out Swordsman and a Wraith.
Yep.
So I get, because it's a Shroud, I get +2.
Yep.
It's blue +2, and I have +1 attack roll.
Yep.
That's +3.
Oh wow. Okay, so you're really going hard and yep. Good combat rolls. Okay, interesting. So he's level.
Yeah. I'm loose and I'm weak and defenseless.
Oh,
Yeah. So look at that.
Oh,
Wow.
just asking for it. I don't know.
Yeah. There's nothing in the army. Wow, and you've got high
That
hardship as well. Oh wow. Yep.
Alright, so I'll attack Dale.
Yep.
2 blue.
Okay. Yeah. So in this game, you got to decide whether you're going to be deterring people from attacking you or not.
So it's blue, 2 blues +3.
Oh no!
Yes.
That's a 1 in 36.
Come on,
No.
what was that? 5?
Yeah, 5.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I need 5.
Oh wow.
Come on, come on.
Do it.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, so with the +2 and the attack roll, it's still very, very hard to beat
I
that.
think I'll tag this Fiery Manor.
Yep.
And I'll build it.
Yep.
So I'll spend a population.
Nice. So that's an extra build for Michael. It's conquering some land.
A quarry for it. Now I'll send out
Oh, right.
cavalry,
Follow up.
and
Yep.
pikemen.
Wow. Okay, so he's got the follow up.
So
Nice.
my cavalry is red.
Yep.
That's a red dice and a green dice. And
Yep.
Into,
Oh, yeah, with the cavalry upgrade, so it's heavy cavalry.
yeah.
So
So,
this
plus
is-
1 now. My
Yeah,
attack roll.
attack roll. Yeah.
And I want to distill the.
Yeah. Yep. Correct. It's still the one-time resources. That's
so I'll
correct.
attack this
Yep.
looming threat.
Yep.
I'll need a 4 or more to destroy it.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. 4 plus 1.
Plus
Yep.
1.
Yep.
Oh, from the attack.
Yep.
Well done.
Well done. All right. So because he was victorious, he actually removes the card as well as gain all the reward listed. None of the reward was taken, so the one-time resources still remains there for him to take. So that's now been discarded. So I can take that out.
Now, who are you attacking on?
All right. So now the
Oh, God.
yeah. So now the follow-up. So yeah. So it looks like he cleared out my target. So it looks like they're both vulnerable. They have no standing army. Michael has +1 to attack, so that doesn't actually help with defense either. So it's basically having a look at what's in there.
Did you pay Michael a gold to negate this attack?
I have,
Oh, yeah.
I have not. Oh,
That's
oh
-2.
yes, -2. So yep, have a gold.
Thank
So
you.
this card reduces all caravan and attack rolls by -2.
True. Yep.
Roll.
So basically, we're fighting in the fog. Only Emberfall can give us the way out by paying them. But then when we find the way out, we'll just attack them instead. So what is this? Gem Mine, the Raiding Outpost, and the Swordsman. I think you have a more tantalizing option there, Dale. I think I might take the the barracks. I need a barracks. So all right, so I've got the general and pikeman. So let's just roll that. I'll use determination to keep him happy. I'm going to roll the determination token with it as well. It does absolutely nothing. So I will re-roll this.
Oh, no!
Oh wow. Okay, so it's a straight 5.
Oh, wow.
Just a straight
Okay,
5.
so I need to roll 5 more.
Because with the determination, well,
Alright.
-1 +1.
Here we go. Come on. No.
Oh,
Okay, so they had the grey dice. Okay, so it was a good, better chance for me to win. Yep, so I'll take the barracks, build that straight away, take off the population.
Just
So after that is now the caravan. So yep, you can roll if you want.
oh, glad you didn't talk about the caravan because I have 4 red dice.
Yeah.
+2, so let's do it. Here we go. Oh,
Oh
yes.
wow.
Okay.
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
12, 13.
Well,
Yep.
that's 6.5 gold and 3 gems.
Wow.
Very nice.
Goodness, I need that. I need 3 gems.
Wow. So that's really
Very good.
expanding on the gem production. All right, and then my roll, I have some nomad traders. So I roll just material, standard material roll. So just roll these 4. So this was the nomad traders. So what is it? 6. So if it's 5,
6, yeah.
yeah, 6. Yeah, I think I might re-roll that. There's a chance. Yeah, the 8. A chance to get the 8.
Oh,
and
yes.
I got it. All right, so
Nice.
with 8, it gives me, of course, the 2 gems. So that's great. So it's 4 gold, 2 gems. Don't mind if I do. Okay. And take my caravan back. Yeah, thank you for that. Great. Oh, what an event, and also the event itself. So we, as I saw already through a scouting expedition, it'll be a civil decree. So you can train units, which gives you 3 determination. They're great modifiers. You can either stack the determination, so you can spend it all in 1 combat round, or you can just tax your people, which they're not going to be happy with that either, and just gain gold. So for me, I think I might do it. This guy does need determination, so I'm going to spend my guys and gain the determination. So this is part of my treasury. Yeah, in the physical game, the meeples will look like this, as you see, and they sit in this area. They stack in this area. But for now, of course, we need counters for the Tabletop Simulator. After the event is End Harvest. So again, collect this. So just go scanning across the income line. Very easy. And campaign was 1. Easy. Bring these guys up. Great. So after the End Harvest is draw 3, build 2. So I'm coming closer now to the township, Grand Metropolis. That's pretty handy. Also have level 3 access of knowledge. So this is my first province now that I've reached level 3. Level 3 gives you the ultimate knowledge. So all these knowledges up here are really powerful, including the double fortune. So I might now focus on fortune hunting, especially with this one as well, so I can spend population to gain an extra fortune beyond my capacity if I want to. So unfortunately I didn't draw any fortunes this turn. That would have been a bit more handier, but I am going to continue quarry production, I think, now, because I've got a second one here. In fact, I could also go for influence as well, get one more level up. I don't have the knowledge for it though, so I might have to just focus on one thing at a time. I don't want to spread myself out. So let's just stack these. I don't need any more soldiers for now. I've got 2 in the hinterland. And I will now progress. Okay, so one more soldier comes back. And I've got these 3. So I do 2 quarries. So those 2 now come into the kingdom. I can upgrade that immediately. So now you see the difference between these from 1, and then now I've carved out more of the surface too. And that, of course, represents in the income line, gets stronger. Alright, so there's a whole bunch of targets, isn't there? There's still the cultist, that would be pretty good to get my happiness back. And then there's also this last card here. Alright, I might just spend 1. So this doesn't actually block me from seeing it, it just blocks the caravan attack, or attack rolls 1 is 2. So I can actually see under this card now if I scout. Okay, alright, so that was good to know, that card. Alright, so I might just do this and look at some options here. So I might actually just buy up some 1, 2, 3. Some goods for some supply. 1, 2, 3. So let's do that. I might just spend 1 more, buy goods, to expedite him into the kingdom. Okay, so that was my turn, and I do really want to afford that. So that will be interesting. Yeah, and that could possibly be my way to get that. Alright, as we see, we've got 3 stances placed, so we reveal it. We're all in economy stance. So I haven't been in economy stance for a while, so now I get to choose where I want to stack it. I think I might go for more stone. Stone is really useful now. Alright, so there's no campaigns. Now we do the caravan.
Yep. I have 2 supply and 2 material.
Yep.
And that's 2 red dice and 2 green dice.
Alright, so that's a 6.
Not too bad. Oh,
Very nice. That's a clean score, which gives a 4 gold and 2 gems.
Nice one.
Very nice. You can take a caravan, you can take your filthy shroud card, and no, and reveal the year event. Okay, so we definitely knew why this is here. So for this event, for every 2 population, you gain a gem and a gold. So that's why I wanted to fill up my population. So I had 4, so 2 gold and 2 gems. Alright, so that was the year event. Now we end harvest. Okay, so with the worker stance on the resources, I get a silver, 3 materials. And my military is getting better, so that's a gold now. And I did not have any campaigns, so I had the worker. Very good. So draw 3, build 2. Okay, so I got some great options here. I've got the necessary foundation. So I might just go for that right now and go for a guild hall. So let's go foundation. So I'm going to start my Grand Metropolis, and I need another town icon for that. I still need the town icon, but I need the foundations for Grand Wonder. So this is the Metropolis. So that will start it there. That's a build time 3, and yeah, the guild hall is a build time of 4 actually, so that goes up in there. And then there's Academy of War that produces a lot of determination, but for now I am happy with not keeping that because I've got enough prosper cards to trade into. I did not draw any fortunes this turn, so the undercurrent is not serving me at this point, but I'm not really focusing on drawing cards with my tech. I could actually increase the odds of that a lot. So I've got my Inquisitors back, and I might... oh, did I want to extra build? Yeah, maybe I did want to extra build. I'll extra build this as well. So that's 2 brick and a population, and that would have been in 4, and that moves then to 3. So now in the action phase, I can expedite these down. I do want to expedite my barracks now. So barracks, that's 2, and I've got a 3rd one, so I'll leave it there. So because I've got, whenever I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'll expedite a unit to have my 6 to trade in. Now the 6 swords and 1 barracks, so level 3. Oh, actually, I'm blocked by tech, so I need 2 red tomes. I need 2 technologies. Actually, I might get attack roll. So my general looks to be served well on that. And my other tech, actually I wouldn't be able to afford that. Alright, instead, I won't be able to afford that, so let's put that back. Let's get Victory Parade and my university. That gives me a red book. So that was 6. That's all my gold there. And then I can flip this to level 3. So as I fulfilled my requirements. Easy. So this core here is used for the next level. So you can always prefabricate endeavors and have them just lying in the territory. Alright, so I don't have any more scouting expeditions, so I do not know what's coming up ahead. And there is still this looming threat from the very beginning. So it is quite a bit of damage. But I do have some defense going now, so that's handy. So there's only 3 turns left of this age, or of the game. And I'm not using air. Don't want to use this right now. Okay, I think I know. Alright, so we are now just waiting for the Emberfall player. As I can see here, the tokens are placed, and we can see who is still needing to take their turn. And we have all the 2 remaining Shroud cards. They get 6 in total if they upgrade their influence enough. So this increases the stake in threat, unless you, of course, pay Emberfall. They also see the cards underneath, so they get a really interesting ability. Okay, so let's flip. All tokens are here, so you flip.
Oh no!
Okay, that's interesting. I actually wasn't expecting that. Alright. Okay, so let's place the tokens in the corresponding thing, and campaign starts. It starts with rank, so let's have a look. Oh, everyone is marquee. Everyone is level 2 influence, so it'll go back down to reputation. So I've got the highest reputation, I'll start. And I will start with... Actually, I will pass. I will pass.
I thought you were going to do that, so now it's my turn to attack. And I will pass and Michael can go ahead.
Alright.
So he passed. And
I shall go ahead.
Yep.
And I shall bring out the cavalry with red dice and
Yep.
swordsman, and +1 to my attack. So I have red and a blue. And you guys built all the cores. Okay, there's no more cores left.
Yeah, that's true.
Attack.
Ah, yeah, so you're up to your Stone Bastion. So Michael's just deciding whether it's Caravan or whether it's Hinterland, even where it's Sarikar. There's a Sarikar still alive.
Okay, I'll attack Dale.
Yep. All right. So the lead player is going to be. Oh yeah, he's got a nice little wagon going out there. But he can choose. He can choose whether what he wants. He just has to declare the Hinterland.
Alright, so it's 4 +1, so that's 5.
Okay, here we go.
So it's a 5, but he has soldiers now. He finally has soldiers.
Yeah.
Come on.
Look at this.
Oh, so 3. So 3.
So I'm actually going to take the...
So that's an interesting card,
This
Metropolis.
one, yeah, Metropolis.
Yep.
So I'll build this Metropolis.
Yep.
By spending...
Alright, so now Ivan, you start from you again.
Yep. So Michael, are you still attacking?
Oh, sorry.
You'll leave them. Okay. All right. Cool. So it starts on the top. Yes, I'll pass. Yep.
Okay, so now I have to attack from the last line. So, and I did go to fight Stan, which means I have to attack. So I will, yeah, well, I want to attack the cultists in my territory because that's a nice room.
Yeah.
So I'm going to send them off, and now I need to roll 4 more. Now, the funny thing is if I roll 0 to 3, Michael will get a population. So, so I really want to roll 4
So
more.
this is what he's after. The cultists. Rid him of the lands.
Yeah, purge their got from my lands. Here we go. Or I'll martyr them and get more population from Michael. Here we go. Rolling.
Oh, very nice.
Yes.
So that was a
Awesome. So I got population
Good roll,
of 3
okay.
gold.
Okay, very good.
Purge the
Nice.
cultists from my lands.
Good victory. Okay.
Awesome.
All right. So I shall send. Okay, so I'll send my general, and I'll send my Savant warriors as well. I'll send those 2 to attack the actual threat, the original threat. So this has been looming for a long time. So let's try and defeat them once and for all. So I'm going to actually use 2 determination for this roll, and it's a blue dice, red dice. So let's just roll. And what did I get? So, oh no, so what is that? 3, 4. Oh, so that's 5 in total. And yeah,
No, it's 4, so you don't get it.
oh, I used 2 yeah, so it's a 4. So yep, I just don't get it. So I get 1 determination back from that. So that was very bad actually, because I could have gotten a lot from that. The Savant Warriors would have taken knowledge, and I would have gotten double reward. So I'm going to follow up now with a second attack and go for cultists. So I'll use up 2 more determination for that. So it's a green and a blue. Okay, let's roll that. I would have liked to actually just have that one. Okay, well that does it. That's good. So it's 4 plus 2 determination, 5, 6, 7. So that rids the cultists, which is great news. Get rid of them. Return it back to the to the M4 player. So with the reward, I get 3 gold and 1 happiness back. Okay, so that's my campaign gone. Now it's the caravan roll. So go for it. Caravan roll.
Whew. Yeah, unscathed once again.
So he gets 4 supply worth. So it's a lot of
juicy. All right.
supply. Going for
I got +4 to my roll.
+4. Wow, already a gem. Any roll you could do, you still get a gem.
That's fine. So I rolled an 8 +4, so that's 12.
Well done.
So that's 3 gems.
3 gems.
6 gold.
Wow.
3, 4.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
Well done. Every 2 gems is a victory point, so that's why it is good to collect them. It'll serve at the end victory point tally. Okay, so that's everything done. So let's flip, and we have another looming threat. So we have had not every, but most looming threats now occur in this game. So this has been a really interesting one. So this one's the fortress, and this is also double campaign. You need to send 4 units for this one. So that's an interesting outcome there. All right, so we go into End Harvest, and then I have 2 campaigns, an extra 2 gold there. All right, so go back to draw 3, build 2. No fortunes this time. Oh well. So what I'm really after is now the cause. So now, because I don't have too many options with that, I'm going to have to resort to now coming up to the Serpents. The Serpents are the mysterious dynasty that have basically invited the realms to come to this land and to establish themselves. And you can utilize the artisans. So the artisans are just a wild card, as we've talked about before. So I might actually just go for that now. So we've got, we need another foundation. So I'm going to spend 1 gem and gain a card. I'm going to spend another one. Maybe I should. So I need, how many cards do I need? So I need 1, 2, 3. So I need 2 more gems. Oh, actually, I'll do 1 more gem. I just see something here. That's what I need. So 1 more gem. That gives me a second one. So I'll just get those 2 up. So that was my 2 builds. 2 of those. And I don't need these anymore. I can just keep that there. Yep. Okay, so we have only 2 turns left. So a lot of intense thought now into which way we can go. And I think I might expedite. So I spent 1. That gives me this one, and then 1 here. And then I spent 1 more. That gives me 1, 2, which is now the foundation finished for my Grand Metropolis. And I get an extra 1, because it was 3 that I get. I definitely wish to get this in, and I definitely wish to get 1 more in. Actually, let's get this guy in, and I want to get this 1 more in. Okay, I think I might fill my population as well. So I spent 6 gold, that was to buy the goods to get my population back. Alright, so we are now we've got 2 stances placed. That was my actions. A lot of different interesting decisions I could have made in that, but this is just the one of them that I went for. Okay. Alright, if all tokens are there, you flip. Alright, so you go in.
Oh my god.
You go in order. Alright, so I will start this time. I'll start this time with the E equal rank, and I just have that 1 little bit more reputation scores. I'll send this going. I'm going to attack the Sarkar. So I've got this again. I do need a really high score for this, so need a little bit of luck on this side, but it's worth it. It was worth it to do it. So there's 2 blue dice. Red dice that do not have determination, which is a little bit of a hard thing, but let's just see. I need an 8. So let's see if we can get some good scores. Ooh, oh, here we go. We got it. Okay. So it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yes. So I got it. So that was a 9 I got, and I needed an 8+. So with my 7 warriors, I also take a knowledge, any 1 level knowledge. So I'll think about that in a second. And also 2 gems, 2 gold, 2 brick, 1 supply times 2.
Wow. done.
Because he gathers 2 times 2, so it's 4 gems. 2, 3, 4. So finally, it was worth it. So then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it was 4 brick, and then 2 supply. Okay, and Michael, your time to shine.
All right. I'm going to send out cavalry and assassin.
Yep. Okay, yeah.
So
yep.
And +2.
Nice.
So I've got a red and a blue +2. So, and another +1. Yeah.
And cavalry. Wow. So yep, really strong hitting. If you line up the cards, M4 can get really powerful.
You can't beat my 2 great guys.
I'll actually go for Ivan.
Okay.
Ivan.
Yep.
So that's +3.
Yep. Okay, so that's a great. I don't think I can defend that. So it was a 9. It's impossible to defend that even with the highest roll. It's just overwhelming force, which is understandable. So congratulations, and now you get pickings.
Alright, so I shall. I'm after as.
So it's all this area here that you can take. Okay, so you take some more pikemen that join his cause. Immediately builds it with a discount. Really advantageous to go for the Endeavor cards.
Yep.
Very understated.
That's it. That's my attack.
Cool. All right. So now we reveal.
So this year event.
Yep.
If you would like to avoid
5 extra damage. So you may pay him to ignore 5 extra threat, and I think I will. So I'm going to lose 1 gold and give it to M4.
Yep.
And you'll pass. Okay. Wow.
Right.
So let's see.
This is the year event.
Oh, and so wow, we're almost getting every single looming threat, which is really cool. All right, interesting. This one's a harder one. This is a 9 you need for that one. Very, very interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
so End Harvest does nothing for now, and it might not do anything for the game. Might not be a warfare in the last year. And I was the campaign stance, so that means ×2. There's 2 campaigns out here, so it's a multiplier. You can see if you send a lot of units, you can really multiply that gold.
This is last turn as well.
And last turn of the game. So after End Harvest, draw 3, build 2. Let's see if I can get my fortunes out. Yes, I did get 1 fortune. Great. Get another. Oh, I got a 2nd fortune, and I got a capstone, so I get another redraw of that, and then a core. Well, that was a nice end draw. So that was the 2 fortunes. And the capstone can stay in the kingdom. That's always good for a victory point. And then I've got some cores and some guild halls. I don't need the guild halls, I need the cores, but that is already there. So there's only 2 build actions left, plus any extras. So I could start with the core. And then I will spend 2 more gems. And build 2 more of these. 1, 2. So discard those gems. So with this, I built 3, so I do need to spend the 2 stone and a townsfolk. I can do this as many times as I want, so I think I might just keep doing that. Alright, looks like I need to actually get a resource, so let's go for 2 more gems. And keep building. So 1, 2. And that's 2 more, so I'm really exploiting my population here. For 2 more, and that was 4. Okay, so now progress. Okay, and I want to discard these now. I've got a full hinterland, and I want to get my units back, so I might just do 2, and 2. A soldier back, and my archers. Actually, I'll bring everyone back. Alright, so that was now the expediting. Do I want to buy knowledge? Yes, I do. I do need to buy knowledge. Or I need to heal my population. Can buy knowledge at the end, but I will need to get it, so maybe I'll bolster forts. So let's do that. Let's bolster forts. So let's buy bolster forts 3. So what I'm doing here is bolstering up. If there's war. So I spent the gold to buy the knowledge, and now if I place those bricks down here into the fortifications, I get damage reparations, really strong damage reparations. My damage reparation of bolstered fortifications would be 3 per material, so it's really, really good value. Really powerful value. Maybe should have gotten that a lot earlier. So after buy knowledge, I'm going to now choose my stance. So let's turn these over. No one should know what we're doing, so I think it will be this. Oh, and before I do that, I've got 3 fortunes. I can actually spend those fortunes. I might actually, if I get that one, I could get the 4 or 3. I can't send that, so I might actually just get that one as well. So let's get this knowledge, which costs 3. And that gives me the ability to spend that guy. And I get 4 fortunes. Let's just discard those. And with 4 fortunes, I get then the 4 materials. And a gem. Alright. And then with those, yeah, I'll spend 3. Get my townsfolk back. Alright, and I can even fortify even harder. Okay, and then my maximum was 5. Sorry, my maximum was 5. There is a maximum. I can build. Okay, and I've now done. Let's flip.
Wait,
sorry.
Michael will give you a gold to negate your
oh, right. Yeah, I don't have that. I actually don't have that gold, so nope, I don't have that. Yep. Okay, so 2 defense and 1 campaign. Alright, so I start off with doing the campaign, as we know.
Oh, wait a minute. Michael's not defense. He knows what's up.
Yeah, it's going to be probably the heavy warfare, which is really funny. Okay, so that's going to be huge. Alright, so I'll start campaigning. Let's see. I'm going to, of course, send the general out. He's been useful. So let's get him out, and the warriors. So him and the warriors. Actually, I might... Yeah, I'll just get him and the warriors out. I will go for you, Dale. Go for you.
Yep.
Go for you. Alright, so him and the warriors. Actually, I could go for Living Threat now, but I want to go for that. Alright. Alright, so let's see what I roll. Oh no, that's a really terrible roll. That's 2 in total. Oh dear. Actually, I don't think you can ever lose. Oh, yes, you can. You need to double roll. Yeah, no, you got that. So I got a termination, so I'll follow up with the swordsman and... Nice, that was the merchant's reward. If they successfully defend, they get a 2 roll of grey dice. A roll of 2 grey dice, and each silver is each true mark is silver. So okay, swordsman and archers. So archers are green dice to attack, which are not so strong. And then yeah, I'll attack you again. So and use them at determination as well.
Oh,
so that's pretty good. So what's that? It's 4, 5, 6. I might keep rolling this harder. Okay, so 6 still.
So I got 2 blue dice, but also +1 was on the defense stance.
Oh yes.
Here we go. Ooh.
Oh no.
So far. 6, 7.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Definitely needed that one. Damn it. Okay. Nice one. Well done. Well done. Okay, so that's it of the campaign. Now we move into the caravan.
So now I've got another
finish off.
red dice.
All right. This is a nice roll. And then it's a multiply of 8 gems.
Yep, so that's 4, another 4 plus, so 6. Plus 6 to my roll. Was it the gem broker?
That's huge.
Okay, so 8 plus 6, that's 14.
14, 7 gold.
Gem and 7 gold.
Every 5 gold equals a gem as well. So 10 gold is already a victory point too, because each 2 gems is a victory point. Wow, good roll.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, so that was a caravan. After caravan, it's the reveal of the year event. So what did we see? What did we see under? And that is the heaviest of warfare. That's a heavy invasion.
Whoa.
So let's roll the 4 blue dice. Oops, this one goes back. No, 3 blue dice. Sorry, plus 5. So we have a.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
Plus 9.
Okay, so it's 9.
Wow.
So 9 plus 5 is 14, plus another 12. So 26. And then the very first one, 26, so it's 31 damage plus your hardship and capstones.
Okay, hold on. This one plus I don't even.
Oh, that's true.
So
that's true. So 31.
12 plus 7.
So 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So that's a lot of damage.
Is 33. So Michael and I get 33 damage.
Oh, right. Okay, so maybe I didn't calculate all mine. Sorry. So it's 5, 9.
Oh, I got 39 damage.
I got 38.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Okay, this might be a record. So I might just do a quick count again. So it's 12 plus another 12 because 5 plus 7 is 12, and then it's the 12 base damage of threat. So that's 24 plus 9. So 24 plus 9 is 33. And then for me, it's another 5 because I did not have enough money to pay Michael. So 33 plus 5 is 38. And then 39, 40, 41, 42, 45 with my thing. So I pay 45 worth of reparation damage.
That was a red high.
That's actually a record. We've never had it that high. So 45 damage. So I definitely will take these out. So that's 10 damage. So for every card in your territory is 5 damage. So 5, 10, So 10, so that's 9. So 10 plus 9 is 19. 20, 21, 22. So 22, I'll roll the green dice. 23. Now for each brick, it's 3. So 26, 29, 32, 35, 38. So I've paid now 38 reparations. 38. And then 38, I'll use some gems. Actually, so if I'm 38, I could, what have I got here? Maybe I can take away 6. Every 2 soldiers is a victory point. Thinking whether I can afford to take, so I need those 2. I need that one and that one. So let's take away this one. It's 4 and 8. So it's 38 plus 8 is 46. So that's it, 46.
Wow.
What an attack.
Whew, yeah.
That's a big one.
That was a big one.
What a finale in that one. It's insane. Okay, so that was the event. So, on top of the event card was this card. This is just a handy card, just to show you the final year, what you need to do. So this is the last year event and end harvest. So we just did the year event and we're about to do the end harvest. So what's after the end harvest? Well, you follow the remaining steps below. Progress all cards into kingdom, and then you can do a couple of actions to just clean up your kingdom a bit, and then you tally the victory points. So we'll see who wins, actually. This will be interesting. So let's just progress cards. Oh, first end harvest. Okay. And then we progress all cards. Actually, I'll do that methodically. So let's get all these guys back into the kingdom. Easy. And then we get these cards here. And then we get 2 sets of cards here. So you can see what these cards will convert to. They will convert to my Metropolis. Now for here, Legendary Crafters, you must pay an additional gem to fulfill a capstone set icon. So I must take a gem away and fulfill the capstone, because that's clearly there. Let's discard those away and get my Metropolis. So I was able to retain Metropolis, and you can see the victory points that they give for Metropolis, 4, that's really important. And then I get 4 wild cards at the end. And I do have enough for these 2. I have the technology, because University is its own tome, plus the actual book listed, so that fulfills the equal requirement. So I will trade that for level 3 influence. Okay, so, and I'm going to trade my other 2 wildcards for the resources profits. So let's try that. Dump those together, and I did have the requirement. I have a bolstered fort, but where's my other knowledge? Well, it's in the university, so that's the bonus of that. So I get past that requirement, so you can see the difference art there. And I've got my Stone Bastion. All right, now the last few actions that it allows me to do. Feed population, that's what I would like to do, and also get the buy goods action. So, and I can convert into money as well, so that's handy. So I might just do that. I might convert that into 5 silver. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 silver is 3 gold. Yep. And so we will start healing the population. So 1 back, and 1, 2, 3, another back. Okay, fantastic. So that's now my kingdom. It's tally victory points time. Okay, oh great. So Dale's already started writing the score sheet, so that's great. So if everyone's ready, we can do the scoring.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so this concludes the game. Let's see who wins. On the score sheet, it's provided in the game. It starts with provinces, so you run your eye across to see how much of a kingdom you built. So I will run past mine. So it's 8 plus 12, 20, so then 26, 27, 28, 29. So I was able to get 29. So that was
I got 27.
So 27 from Michael. Yep, interesting. All right, so this is the first start. Hasn't finished yet. So army. All right, so I have 6 units, army units. That means I get 3 victory points, as you can see, for 1 victory points for every 2 units.
I have 2.
Wow.
So 2 units or 2?
2 victory points.
Wow, so your units got destroyed by the Sarkar, were they?
Yes.
Wow,
Yeah.
they died valiantly in battle.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa, yeah, that was a big attack. So hinterland, it means the capstones in your hinterland. So I have 2 capstones, so that's 2 victory points in my hinterland. Michael?
I have 1.
Okay.
Oh, that was 3.
Oh yeah. Yes, I wanted the township capstone, so I didn't have to spend my gems. Because that's what I needed. That would have been a good thing if I won that. Anyway, gems. Oh, Dale, here's your time to shine. Okay, wow. So that's 10 gems. Wow. Wow, really interesting card, Gem Breaker. Okay, and Michael got 5 gems, but the 5th gem doesn't do anything because he hasn't got enough gold to supplement the last gem. And for me, I actually needed to spend my gems, so I actually get 0. I get 0 in my gem gain, and the last one is hardship, so I get -1. Michael is -2. Okay.
-2.
Yep. And Dale. And you're 0. Okay, great. So let's add them up.
I haven't got 32, 34 -1, so 33.
33. Yep. Michael.
So Michael got 29, 30, 32 -2, so it's 30.
Wow, 30.
Interesting. And then Dale, I got 30 and 33. So wow.
Oh, 33.
Right.
Oh wow. Okay, so we all hit. We hit 2 Serpent champions and an elite. Okay, right.
So Michael has become an elite.
Yep.
And Ivan and I are Serpent champions. But
very nice game.
So now that it's tied, 33 to 33, the way break ties is obviously
by rank.
By rank. So Ivan is Duke.
I was a Duke.
And I'm a Marquis, so Ivan wins.
Well, so that was it. That was the game. Yeah. So thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully it should give you a good insight to how this game's played. This was version 2.8, and yeah, the Kickstarter is coming soon. Yeah, subscribe to us via Facebook or follow the Kickstarter notifications, and yeah, hope you enjoyed it.